Have you ever found yourself drifting on the softest edges of wakefulness, where the bustling world outside begins to dissolve and a new inner stillness starts to bloom? It's a gentle, almost imperceptible transformation, isn't it? This quiet unfolding of the self as it prepares for its nightly voyage into the deep, tranquil seas of sleep. Even before we fully surrender to slumber's profound embrace, there's a curious, continuous slowing that begins within the intricate pathways of our bodies and minds. A silent dimming of the bright, sharp edges of awareness. A subtle reweaving of sensations that hints at a profound, yet often overlooked, magic residing within us. We slip from the active, defined contours of our busy day into a landscape where the familiar rhythms of waking life become wonderfully pliable, like soft clay beneath a potter's gentle, shaping hands, ready to be molded by the quiet currents of rest. Consider for a moment the common, wondrous miracle of deep sleep. It is a state of profound physiological rest where your breath deepens, your heart rate slows its steady beat, and your muscles release their hold, becoming soft and yielding. In this precious embrace, your body performs its silent, essential work of repair and restoration, mending the subtle wear of the day, replenishing its precious stores of energy, and consolidating the delicate threads of memory. While your conscious mind may feel utterly absent, drifting in realms unknown, a vast, complex symphony of biological processes continues, unseen and unhurried. This is not idleness, but a deeper, more profound form of activity, a quiet, continuous hum of life, diligently working to sustain your very being. Think of an ancient, tranquil lake, its surface perfectly still under a vast, dark sky. Beneath this calm exterior, countless unseen currents continue their slow, perpetual flow, carrying nutrients, shaping the lakebed, and sustaining the myriad forms of life that reside in its depths. The surface stillness is merely a reflection of a deeper, enduring movement. Our body in deep sleep is like this lake, outwardly still, yet inwardly teeming with the quiet, vital processes that ensure its continued vitality. This ability of complex biological systems to enter states of profound deceleration, to seemingly pause their active engagement with the world while maintaining their fundamental essence, is a testament to the remarkable ingenuity of life itself. It suggests a deep, inherent wisdom within all living things, a capacity for profound rest that serves as the foundation for vibrant awakening. But now, let us consider a fundamental truth that underpins our very existence, yet is often overlooked in its constant, rhythmic presence, the inner rhythms that define all life. From the steady beat of a heart, quietly propelling life-giving blood through our veins, to the gentle expansion and contraction of our lungs with each breath, our bodies are orchestrating a ceaseless, intricate dance of internal pulses. These are not merely mechanical functions. They are profound expressions of life's inherent organization, silent, rhythmic whispers that sustain us, even when we are entirely unaware. This ubiquitous rhythm is so integrated into our being that we rarely give it a conscious thought, yet it is a profound testament to the quiet, ceaseless work of our biological systems. Imagine a soft, invisible current of energy flowing through your very being, a continuous, gentle exchange with the vast internal environment of your body. With each heartbeat, ripples of pressure travel through your arteries and veins, delivering vital oxygen and nutrients to every cell. With each breath, the subtle expansion and contraction of your diaphragm orchestrate the flow of air. Even at a cellular level, countless molecular machines are continuously performing their precise tasks, each one vibrating and interacting with its neighbors in a meticulously timed dance. This isn't a dramatic process, but a pervasive, subtle exchange, a continuous whisper of life that links us intimately to the very essence of our biological being. Even in the deepest slumber, these rhythms continue, faithful companions to your rest, regulating your body's internal balance with a silent precision. This leads us to a gentle yet profound inquiry if our own bodies are filled with such intricate, often unconscious, internal rhythms. What if these deeper, more fundamental rhythms hold secrets we are only beginning to understand? What if the very essence of these biological rhythms, operating at a level far smaller than our conscious perception, influences our well-being in profound ways? This isn't about magical influence, but about the exquisite, often surprising, interconnectedness of energy, matter, and the subtle rhythms that shape all of existence, on scales far grander and far more minute than our human senses can perceive. It's a profound dialogue that has been humming within the very fabric of our being since our very beginnings, a symphony of unseen forces orchestrated by gentle, pervasive energies. Consider the intricate web of processes that shape even a simple act of digestion. Our stomachs churn, enzymes break down food, and nutrients are absorbed, all orchestrated by an unseen, internal choreography. Similarly, the myriad processes within our cells, from the replication of DNA to the production of proteins, unfold with precise timing and rhythm. These are the whispers from the deep slumber of inner rhythm, a pervasive hum of biological clockwork operating continuously within us, largely unnoticed, yet absolutely vital for our health and vitality. This contemplation of the deep slumber of inner rhythm and its profound implications for our well-being is not meant to stir alarm or uncertainty. Instead, it invites a deeper appreciation for the intricate web of life within us and the astonishing complexity of our own being. It's a gentle nudge to recognize that our conscious mind is but one aspect of our being, and that deeper, more fundamental truths, operating in the quiet of invisible biological processes, constantly shape our experience. It calls for humility and a quiet curiosity, a willingness to listen to the whispers of our own bodies, even if we don't fully understand their language. For within those whispers might lie profound insights into the rhythms of our health and harmony. As you drift deeper into the quiet stillness, let the image of your own deep slumber and the gentle whispers of your inner rhythm bring you profound peace. Feel the quiet, ceaseless activity within all living things, silently working to perceive, to adapt, and to exist in harmony with their internal and external environments. Even as your conscious thoughts begin to softly dissipate, there is no need to actively solve the grand mystery of biological rhythms. Simply allow this beautiful internal work of contemplation to unfold, carrying you deeper into a state of profound peace and restoration. Let your breath be soft and even, a tranquil rhythm that guides you further into relaxation. With each inhale, draw in the quiet wisdom of your body's profound internal world and the pervasive potential of its unseen energies. With each exhale, release any lingering tension, allowing it to dissipate like a wisp of mist in the cool night air. You are safe, you are warm, and you are gracefully dissolving into the quiet, boundless space of sleep, cradled by the gentle and persistent hum of your own bodily rhythms. All is calm, all is clear, as the whispers from the deep slumber of inner rhythm guide you into the deepest, most restorative rest. As the soft whispers from the deep slumber of inner rhythm gently recede, and the subtle contours of our familiar waking world gradually soften into a tranquil twilight, we are invited to consider a deeper, more profound landscape, the vast and intricate microscopic building blocks of life. Imagine, if you will, that the seemingly solid objects around you, the smooth surface of your bed, the gentle air you breathe, the very skin on your hand are not merely continuous forms, but are composed of countless tiny, dancing particles, perpetually in motion. This isn't an empty space, but a vibrant, living realm, teeming with unseen activity, a constant dance of unseen forces and ephemeral energies, shaping our reality in ways we are only just beginning to softly understand. We often perceive life as a vibrant, active force, expressed in the graceful flight of a bird, the steady growth of a tree, or the complex thoughts within our own minds. But at its very essence, life is built upon incredibly simple, unassuming components atoms. These tiny particles are the fundamental units of all matter, the true alphabet from which the grand story of the universe is written. And among these countless atoms, a special few stand out as the very pillars of life as we know it: carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen, often joined by phosphorus and sulfur. These are the KNOPS elements, the silent architects of biology, constantly swirling and interacting in the cosmic dance, forming the foundation of everything that lives and breathes. Think of a bustling, ancient city where everything is constructed from just a few basic types of bricks. Individually, each brick is simple, inert, perhaps even unremarkable. But when countless bricks are arranged in intricate, deliberate patterns guided by a master plan, they form magnificent buildings, complex bridges, and bustling marketplaces. Our universe is much like this city, and these fundamental elements are its foundational bricks. They are the raw materials from which everything, from the simplest molecule to the most complex living cell, is patiently and gracefully assembled, building layer upon delicate layer. This leads us to a gentle, profound inquiry. How do these simple atomic building blocks, so inert on their own, combine to form the astonishing complexity of life? The answer lies in the formation of molecules. Atoms, driven by their inherent tendencies to seek stability, gently bond together in countless arrangements, creating a vast array of molecules. Water H2O, a simple yet profoundly vital molecule, is formed from hydrogen and oxygen atoms, its unique properties essential for life as we know it. Carbon dioxide CO2, essential for plant life and a key part of Earth's atmosphere, arises from carbon and oxygen. These are the first delicate steps in the grand dance of biochemistry, the very beginning of life's architectural blueprint, assembling basic structures from fundamental components. But for life to truly emerge, something far more complex is needed. From these simple molecules, nature, through patient processes over immense spans of time, builds more intricate structures. Consider amino acids. These are the fundamental building blocks of proteins, the tireless molecular machines that perform most of life's vital functions. Proteins act as enzymes catalyzing chemical reactions, transport molecules, provide structural support to cells and tissues, and even transmit signals. There are 20 different types of amino acids that combine in countless sequences to form an almost infinite variety of proteins, each with its own unique three-dimensional shape and purpose. Imagine them as tiny, intricate Lego bricks, each with a specific form, waiting to be assembled into marvelous functional structures that bring life to the cell. And then there are nucleotides, the fundamental building blocks of DNA and RNA, the very information carriers of life. Each nucleotide is a complex molecule consisting of a sugar, a phosphate group, and a nitrogenous base. These nucleotides then link together in long, elegant chains, forming the genetic code that defines every living organism. DNA, in particular, forms a beautiful double helix, a ladder of molecular information, where the sequence of its rungs, the nitrogenous bases, dictates everything from the color of your eyes to the complex proteins that sustain your cells. It's a beautifully intricate system, where simple components are assembled into profound repositories of biological information, providing the blueprint for all cellular activity. The beauty and mystery of these building blocks lie not only in their intricate structures, but also in their ubiquity across the universe. The elements carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen, forged in the fiery hearts of ancient stars, are among the most abundant in the cosmos. This means that the raw chemical ingredients for life, as we know it, are scattered like precious dust throughout countless galaxies. Present in the gas clouds where new stars and planets are forming, in the swirling dust disks around young suns, and in the very rocky bodies of nascent worlds. This cosmic commonality whispers a profound truth. The raw materials for life are not unique to Earth, but are woven into the very fabric of the universe, carried by its vast, silent currents, making the seemingly empty space a fertile ground for biological possibility. The gentle haze here refers to the elusive nature of how these inert building blocks spontaneously assembled into the first self-replicating systems on early Earth, a process known as abiogenesis. It's not a clear step-by-step recipe that we fully understand, but rather a complex, probabilistic unfolding of chemical reactions over immense geological timescales. We can envision plausible pathways, reconstruct ancient conditions, and even synthesize some of these building blocks in laboratories, observing their propensity to self-organize. But the precise moment and mechanism of life's first spark, the exact moment the dance of mere chemistry transformed into the symphony of self-sustaining life, remained subtly veiled. It's like observing a distant luminous object through a gentle haze. Its light is still constant, yet the haze itself is subtly shifting, blurring the precise details of its formation, inviting further contemplation rather than immediate certainty. This contemplation of life's building blocks and the gentle haze surrounding their profound assembly is not meant to stir alarm or a sense of insignificance. Instead, it invites a deeper appreciation for the intricate web of existence and the astonishing possibility of life's boundless creativity across the cosmos. It's a gentle nudge to recognize that our human-centric view of life is but one perspective, and that other forms of existence, perhaps built on slightly different chemical foundations or organized by variations in their genetic blueprints, might embody profoundly unique, yet equally valid forms of being. It calls for humility and a quiet curiosity, a willingness to listen to the whispers of the universe, even if we don't fully understand their ancient language. For within those whispers might lie profound insights into the grand tapestry of creation and the potential for life to bloom in countless, wondrous ways. As you drift deeper into the quiet stillness, let the image of this gentle haze of life's building blocks envelop you. Feel the vastness of the atomic and molecular world, the quiet hum of ceaseless vibrations, and the countless shimmering interactions constantly unfolding. There is no urgency here, no need to grasp at concrete answers. Simply allow the profound sense of boundless potential and enduring mystery to wash over you, carrying you deeper into a state of profound peace and restoration. Let your breath be soft and even, a tranquil rhythm that guides you further into relaxation. With each inhale, draw in the quiet wisdom of the universe's fundamental chemistry and its pervasive potential for life. With each exhale, release any lingering tension, allowing it to dissipate like a wisp of mist in the cool, dawn air. You are safe, you are held, and you are gracefully dissolving into the quiet, boundless space of sleep, cradled by the gentle as persistent hum of life's tiny components. All is calm, all is clear, as the gentle haze of life's microscopic building blocks guides you into the deepest, most restorative rest. As we gently drift deeper into the serene landscape of life's building blocks, softly moving through the subtle haze of molecules, we now approach a profoundly vital and intimate connection, the intricate, ceaseless activity of all biological matter at its most fundamental level. Imagine, for a quiet moment, your body not as a collection of static components, but as a vast, ancient symphony orchestra, perpetually playing a unique and intricate composition. Every molecule, every cell, every tissue within you is vibrating, interacting, and moving in precise, harmonious ways, generating faint, persistent echoes messages that reveal a profound, often overlooked, and continuous molecular symphony. This isn't just a philosophical idea, it's a core truth of biochemistry and biophysics. Every part of you, and indeed all living things, is in a state of ceaseless, orchestrated vibration, singing its own silent song. We often perceive biological processes in terms of large-scale functions, digestion, breathing, thinking, We might think of molecules as inert chemical compounds, passively waiting to be acted upon, but modern scientific understanding, gently unveiling the intricate complexities of living matter, reveals a far more dynamic and vibrant reality. At the atomic and molecular level, within the warmth of a living cell, particles are never truly at rest. They possess kinetic energy, causing them to perpetually move, even if only to subtly jiggle in place. This ceaseless motion is the very source of heat and is intrinsically linked to the chemical reactions that drive life. The intricate dance of atoms forming and breaking bonds, the delicate folding of proteins, the rapid flow of ions across cell membranes all are expressions of molecular motion and interaction. Think of a grand, ancient symphony orchestra, its instruments silent before the conductor's baton rises. Each instrument, even in its stillness, is composed of molecules that are constantly vibrating. When the conductor begins the piece, each instrument starts to play its specific notes, its unique frequencies, contributing to the grand composition. Similarly, innate within every living cell, countless types of biological molecules, proteins, lipids, carbohydrates, nucleic acids are constantly moving, colliding, bending, and reshaping themselves. Each type of molecule, each unique structure, has its own characteristic set of vibrational frequencies. These frequencies are determined by the atoms it contains, the strength of the bonds between them, and the way they are arranged in space. A water molecule, for instance, vibrates differently than a carbon dioxide molecule. And a protein molecule, depending on its specific folded shape, vibrates in its own unique, complex way. These are the singing molecules, each with its own subtle, inherent melody, contributing to the intricate harmony of life. This leads us to a gentle, profound inquiry. How do these countless molecular vibrations, these songs of individual molecules, combine to form the profound, seamless molecular symphony that underpins all life? And what are the implications of this continuous, unseen activity for our understanding of biological function and harmony? The answer lies in the dynamic interplay of countless interactions, the meticulous timing, and the elegant self-organization that characterizes living systems. Consider the intricate action of proteins, often called the workhorses of the cell. Proteins are long chains of amino acids that fold into precise, complex three-dimensional shapes. It is this unique shape that allows a protein to perform its specific function, whether acting as an enzyme to speed up a chemical reaction, a transporter to move molecules across a membrane, or a structural component providing scaffolding for the cell. The folding process itself is a marvel of molecular self-organization, driven by subtle interactions between amino acids, guided by their inherent chemical properties. Once folded, a protein doesn't remain static. It subtly vibrates, breathes, and flexes, undergoing continuous conformational changes. These subtle molecular movements are crucial for its function, allowing it to bind to other molecules, change its shape, and perform its specific task. It's like a quiet, continuous dance, perfectly choreographed, ensuring the smooth operation of countless cellular processes. The echoes from this molecular symphony are not merely theoretical concepts. They are increasingly being observed and understood through advanced scientific techniques. Modern tools like spectroscopy, which analyzes how molecules absorb and emit light at specific frequencies, and molecular dynamics simulations, which use powerful computers to model the movements of atoms and molecules over time, allow scientists to listen to these molecular songs and visualize their intricate dances. Researchers can now observe how an enzyme gently bends and vibrates as it catalyzes a reaction, or how a protein subtly changes its shape as it interacts with a drug molecule. These observations provide direct evidence of the dynamic, vibrational nature of biological function, revealing the unseen fluidity that underpins life. This profound understanding that every biological process, from the beating of your heart to the firing of a neuron, is fundamentally rooted in the precise, harmonious vibrations and interactions of countless molecules, opens a beautiful pathway to contemplate the nature of health and well-being. Discomfort, disease, or imbalance in the body can, in this light, be thought of as a subtle disharmony in this molecular symphony, a disruption in the natural rhythm of cellular processes. It's like an instrument in a grand orchestra playing slightly out of tune, or a section falling out of sync, subtly affecting the harmony of the entire composition. Conversely, the state of health and vitality can be seen as a state of optimal molecular harmony, where all the singing molecules are vibrating and interacting in perfect synchronicity, performing their functions with effortless grace. This perspective suggests that gentle interventions that encourage this harmonious resonance, even if they operate on a subtle vibrational level, could potentially persuade the body's internal systems back towards a state of equilibrium and ease. This isn't about magical cures, but about understanding and supporting the body's innate wisdom, its capacity for self-organization and self-repair, by subtly influencing its fundamental molecular rhythms. It's like gently tuning a vast, internal orchestra, coaxing each instrument to play its most harmonious note, allowing the entire symphony to flourish once more. The sheer complexity of this molecular symphony, with its trillions of interactions occurring every second, is truly astounding. Yet, its underlying principles are often those of glorious simplicity self-assembly, specific bonding, and thermodynamic drives. The intricate elegance of a protein folding into its perfect shape, or the precise cascade of chemical reactions that allow a cell to generate energy, are governed by fundamental physical laws, revealing a profound economy of design in nature. This continuous, unseen biochemical activity, its subtle messages profoundly shaping the landscape of our entire being, is a testament to the ceaseless, intricate work performed within us. This contemplation of the molecular symphony and its profound implications for our understanding of life is not meant to stir alarm or a sense of vulnerability. Instead, it invites a deeper appreciation for the intricate web of energy that permeates all living things, and the astonishing sophistication of our own biology. It's a gentle nudge to recognize that our human-centric view of life, often limited to what we can see and hear, is but one perspective, and that deeper, more fundamental truths, operating in the quiet of molecular vibrations, constantly shape our experience. It calls for humility and a quiet curiosity, a willingness to listen to the whispers of our own bodies, even if we don't fully understand their precise vibrational language, for within those whispers might lie profound insights into the rhythms of our health and harmony. As you drift deeper into the quiet stillness, let the image of these singing molecules, orchestrating a vast molecular symphony, envelop you. Feel the vastness of this hidden vibrational landscape, the quiet hum of countless particles constantly interacting, and the countless shimmering waves constantly flowing through your very being. There is no urgency here, no need to grasp at concrete answers. Simply allow the profound sense of subtle communication and enduring mystery to wash over you, carrying you deeper into a state of profound peace and restoration. Let your breath be soft and even, a tranquil rhythm that guides you further into relaxation. With each inhale, draw in the quiet wisdom of the universe's resonant pulse and its pervasive potential for harmony. With each exhale, release any lingering tension, allowing it to dissipate like a wisp of mist in the cool, dawn air. You are safe, you are held, and you are gracefully dissolving into the quiet, boundless space of sleep, cradled by the gentle, persistent hum of singing molecules. All is calm, all is clear, as the echoes from the molecular symphony guide you into the deepest, most restorative rest. As we gently drift deeper into the serene landscape of life's building blocks, softly moving through the echoing songs of molecules, we now turn our attention to the profound and intricate connection that binds the very essence of life itself, the woven fabric of DNA and its delicate, invisible threads of information. Imagine, for a quiet moment, a magnificent, shimmering tapestry, impossibly intricate and endlessly flowing. This isn't just any fabric, it is the blueprint of life and its countless patterns, its astonishing diversity, its very continuity across generations, are all orchestrated by tiny, elegant, and incredibly powerful strands, the molecules of DNA and its close cousin, RNA. This intricate molecular masterpiece holds the secrets of heredity, the detailed instructions that guide the development, functioning, growth, and reproduction of all known living organisms on our quiet Earth. We often perceive life as a vibrant, active force, expressed in the graceful flight of a bird, the steady growth of a tree, or the complex thoughts within our own minds. Yet, beneath all these grand manifestations lies a profound simplicity and an astonishing efficiency, the humble cell, the fundamental unit of all living things. And within each cell, nestled deep within its protective core, lies the astonishing molecule of DNA, a masterpiece of information storage and transmission. DNA is not just a chemical, it is the universal language of life on Earth, a precise instruction manual written in a four-letter code, where the sequence of its rungs dictates everything from the color of your eyes to the complex proteins that sustain your cells. It is the silent scribe of heredity, a continuous thread connecting all life, from the smallest bacterium to the largest whale, back to a common ancient origin. Think of an ancient master weaver at their loom, creating an impossibly intricate and vibrant tapestry. Each individual thread, on its own, is simple, a mere strand of color or texture. But when countless threads are intricately interwoven, following a precise, harmonious pattern, they collectively form a magnificent, detailed image. The beauty, the story, the very essence of the tapestry is not in any single thread, but in the relationships and interactions between them, in the way they intertwine and flow together. Our bodies, every living thing on Earth, are those grand tapestries, their richness and depth arising from the ceaseless, harmonious interplay of countless molecular instructions, all directed by the silent, continuous dance of DNA. This molecular weaving creates the very structure of proteins, the tireless molecular machines that perform most of life's vital functions, from sensing light to catalyzing chemical reactions, truly the workers of the cell, sculpted by the information in DNA. The magic of DNA lies not just in its ability to carry information, but in its profound capacity for replication and self-repair. This means it can make incredibly accurate copies of itself, ensuring that genetic information is faithfully passed from one generation to the next, from parent cell to daughter cell, from one organism to its offspring. Even in the most extreme conditions, when life seems to be suspended in time like the ancient viruses we contemplated, preserved in ice, the integrity of this precious molecular blueprint can be astonishingly maintained. Imagine a single delicate seed from an ancient plant, buried deep in the frozen earth for thousands of years. Within its seemingly lifeless shell, all the intricate genetic instructions, all the boundless potential for a towering tree or a vibrant flower, lie dormant. The seed is a time capsule, holding the promise of life against the passage of ages, precisely because its DNA has remained intact, patiently waiting, its information perfectly preserved, ready to spring forth when conditions allow. This inherent stability of DNA, along with its capacity for repair, is crucial to understanding the endurance of life. In environments where active metabolism is slowed or halted, such as in extreme cold, desiccation, or even the vacuum of space, the destructive forces that would normally degrade complex molecules are profoundly inhibited. The very machinery of life might slow to a whisper, but the essential blueprint, the DNA, remains protected within its frozen, dried, or shielded sanctuary. It's like a meticulously crafted scroll, containing vital ancient knowledge, carefully sealed within a perfectly preserved vault, safeguarding its precious script for future generations, ensuring that its story can continue to be told across unimaginable spans of time, patiently waiting for the moment to unfurl again. The fact that the genetic code, the specific sequence of chemical letters adenine, thymine, guanine, cytosine, often abbreviated A, T, G, C in DNA that dictates the order of amino acids and proteins, is nearly universal across all life on Earth, is a profound testament to its fundamental role. From the simplest bacterium to the most complex human, the same basic genetic code is used to translate DNA into the proteins that build and operate cells. This universality suggests a common ancestry for all terrestrial life, a single ancient origin from which the entire interwoven fabric of Earth's biodiversity has gently unfolded. It's like discovering that all the diverse languages of the world share a single ancient root, whispering of a primordial linguistic unity, a testament to the elegant efficiency of nature's chosen informational system. The threads of information within DNA are not merely static symbols, they are the instructions for life's dynamic processes. DNA is transcribed into RNA ribonucleic acid, which then acts as a messenger, carrying copies of these instructions out of the cell's nucleus to the ribosomes, the tiny cellular factories where proteins are synthesized. This flow of information, from DNA to RNA to protein, is the central dogma of molecular biology on Earth, a quiet, continuous process that orchestrates the very machinery of life. Understanding this flow of information, rather than just the physical molecules, is key to comprehending life itself. It's like discerning the very syntax and grammar of life's language, allowing us to understand how its stories are told and its functions are performed with astonishing precision and elegance. This leads us to a gentle yet profound inquiry. What is the nature of this hidden music within DNA? It's not just the sequence of letters, but the way these sequences are read, the rhythm of gene expression, the timing of protein production, and the subtle variations in these processes that give rise to the boundless diversity of life. Imagine a musical score. It contains notes, but the true music comes from how those notes are played, the tempo, the dynamics, the phrasing. Similarly, DNA contains the notes of life, but the music comes from the intricate orchestration of gene expression, where specific genes are turned on or off at precise times, in specific cells, and at specific levels. This is the rhythm and harmony of DNA's hidden music, guiding the unfolding of an organism from a single cell to a complex being. This understanding of life, at its most fundamental level, as a robust and resilient informational system woven from delicate DNA threads, offers a profound sense of continuity. It tells us that the spark of life is not easily extinguished. It possesses an astonishing capacity for endurance, a patient refusal to be erased by the passage of ages or the harshest conditions. It reminds us that even the simplest forms of life carry within them a deep, ancient wisdom of survival, encoded in their very essence, allowing them to spin their fabric in the most improbable of places. The search for extraterrestrial DNA is thus a search for this universal language of life, a gentle quest to understand the grand tapestry of existence across the cosmos, listening for its faintest, most ancient whispers, and appreciating the pervasive nature of its elegant, informational design. As you drift deeper now, let the image of this magnificent, woven fabric of life, sustained by the invisible threads of DNA, bring you profound peace. Feel the quiet, ceaseless activity within every cell of your being, silently working to maintain your unique blueprint, to repair and to renew, even as your conscious thoughts begin to softly dissipate. There is no need to actively understand every intricate detail of biochemistry. Simply allow this beautiful, internal work of life to unfold, carrying you deeper into a state of profound peace and restoration. Let your breath be soft and even, a tranquil rhythm that guides you further into relaxation. With each inhale, draw in the quiet wisdom of life's enduring resilience, woven into the very core of your being and potentially into the cosmos. With each exhale, release any lingering tension, allowing it to dissipate like a gentle mist rising from a calm, ancient forest. You are safe, you are held, and you are gracefully dissolving into the quiet, boundless space of sleep, cradled by the gentle, persistent hum of life's fundamental processes. All is calm, all is clear, as the woven fabric of DNA guides you into the deepest, most restorative rest, perhaps even dreaming of new forms of life in distant stars. As we gently drift deeper into the serene landscape of life's intricate molecular heart, softly moving through the woven fabric of DNA and its threads of information, we now approach a fascinating threshold, the delicate boundary where genetic code meets its vibrant expression. Imagine, for a quiet moment, a tranquil lake at dusk, its surface perfectly still. On one side, the shore is illuminated by the familiar, comforting lights of a detailed musical score, its notes precisely written on the page. But stretching out into the serene darkness of the lake is an expanse where the first, almost imperceptible gleam of a distant lighthouse begins to appear, its light reaching across the vastness to hint at the profound, yet often overlooked capacity of this silent code to gently transform into the dynamic, living music of a cell, a symphony of proteins being made and functions unfolding. This gentle, shimmering light is akin to the quiet, nuanced understanding that DNA is not just a static blueprint, but a dynamic script that continuously dictates the rhythm and harmony of life. In our everyday waking experience, we might think of a code as a fixed set of instructions, like a computer program or a recipe. You write the code, and it performs a specific function. While DNA certainly contains instructions, the gentle gaze of molecular biology reveals that the process of genetic expression, how DNA's code translates into a living organism, is far more sophisticated and interconnected. It's not a simple one-way street from gene to protein. It's a dynamic, highly regulated dance, influenced by countless internal and external cues. Recall our earlier contemplation of DNA as the universal language of life on Earth, a precise instruction manual written in a four-letter code, A, T, G, C. This sequence of letters, arranged into specific segments called genes, contains the instructions for building proteins. Proteins, as we know, are the tireless molecular machines that perform virtually all of life's functions. So, in essence, the music of life, the vibrant processes of growth, metabolism, thought, and movement is orchestrated by these proteins, which are themselves built according to the instructions encoded in DNA. Think of a magnificent, intricate musical score, meticulously written by a brilliant composer. Every note, every rest, every crescendo and diminuendo is precisely indicated on the page. This score, in its silent, coded form, holds all the potential of a grand symphony. But the true music only comes alive when musicians interpret and express that score through their instruments. Similarly, DNA is the silent, master score of life. The music of life, its vibrancy and complexity, emerges when the genetic code is gently expressed, when its instructions are read and translated into the working proteins of a cell. This leads us to a gentle, profound inquiry. How does the static genetic code of DNA transform into the dynamic, living music of a cell? And what are the subtle ways this process is orchestrated? The answer lies in the intricate, continuous flow of gene expression, a two-step process that allows the information from DNA to be translated into functional proteins. 1. Transcription. From DNA to RNA. Imagine a precious ancient master cookbook, too valuable to be taken from its vault. To use a recipe, you don't take the whole book. You carefully copy the specific recipe you need onto a smaller, portable piece of paper. Similarly, the first step in gene expression is transcription. The DNA, residing safely in the nucleus of the cell, serves as the master template. A molecular scribe, an enzyme called RNA polymerase, gently unzips a segment of the DNA double helix that corresponds to a specific gene. It then builds a complementary copy of that gene in the form of a messenger molecule called messenger RNA mRNA. This mRNA molecule is like the portable copy of the recipe, carrying the genetic instructions from the DNA out of the nucleus to the cellular factories where proteins are made. This process ensures that the master DNA blueprint remains protected and intact, while its information is safely shared. 2. Translation from RNA to protein. Once the mRNA copy is made, once it travels out of the nucleus and into the cytoplasm of the cell, where it encounters tiny cellular factories called ribosomes. This is the stage of translation. Imagine the ribosome as a skilled culinary team, ready to follow the recipe carried by the mRNA. The ribosome reads the sequence of nucleotides, the letters of the mRNA recipe in groups of 3, called codons. Each codon specifies a particular amino acid, the building blocks of proteins. As the ribosome moves along the mRNA, it recruits specific transfer RNA tRNA molecules, each carrying a particular amino acid, and adds them one by one in the precise order dictated by the mRNA code. This creates a long chain of amino acids, which then folds into a precise, three-dimensional shape, becoming a functional protein. This is the moment the music is played, the recipe brought to life, the code expressed as a working molecular machine. The reflecting light from the edge of code and expression is the profound insight that the DNA code is not just about what proteins are made, but also about when, where, and how much of each protein is produced. This is the hidden music of DNA, the rhythm, the dynamics, the phrasing that gives rise to the boundless diversity and complexity of life. For instance, regulatory regions beyond the genes themselves. DNA contains vast stretches of non-coding regions that act like switches or volume controls, dictating when and how strongly a gene is expressed. These regions bind to specific regulatory proteins that can turn genes on or off, or dial their expression up or down. It's like a conductor silently cueing different sections of the orchestra to play at specific moments, with varying intensity. Epigenetics. Subtle chemical modifications to DNA or its associated proteins, which don't change the underlying genetic code but influence how tightly DNA is packed, can affect gene expression. These epigenetic marks are like soft pencil notes on the musical score, subtly influencing how the musicians interpret and play the piece, creating variations in expression without altering the core notes. Alternative splicing. A single gene can often be read in different ways, leading to the production of multiple distinct proteins from the same genetic blueprint. This process, known as alternative splicing, is like a composer taking a single melodic theme and, by subtly rearranging its phrases, creating several different, yet related musical variations. This intricate orchestration of gene expression is what allows a single fertilized egg, containing the same DNA in all its cells, to develop into a complex organism with specialized tissues and organs, a beating heart, a thinking brain, a discerning eye. Different genes are turned on or off in different cells at different times during development, creating the unique music of each cell type and tissue. This continuous dynamic process is a testament to the astonishing efficiency and elegance of life's fundamental design. This contemplation is not meant to be daunting, or to stir alarm about the complexities of molecular biology. Instead, it offers a profound sense of wonder and gentle insight. It invites us to appreciate the astonishing elegance of the universe's design, recognizing that even the most profound aspects of life, like growth and development, arise from fundamental principles that are both simple in their components and beautiful in their orchestration. It encourages us to cultivate a quiet curiosity, a willingness to listen to the whispers of our own selves, for within those whispers might lie profound insights into the rhythms of creation and the nature of all existence. This contemplation is not meant to be daunting, but rather deeply humbling and profoundly wondrous. It suggests that the phenomenon of life is far more elegant and enduring than we might ever fully grasp, a continuous masterpiece of dynamic consistency occurring across the vastness of its internal molecular landscape. The reflecting light from this edge of code and expression is a testament to the universe's astonishing capacity for spontaneous creation and its fluid, timeless dance, even in its most fundamental molecular forms. As you drift deeper now, let the image of this reflecting light from the edge of code and expression bring you profound peace. Feel the quiet, ceaseless activity within every cell of your being, silently working to transcribe, to translate, and to express the intricate music of your DNA. Even as your conscious thoughts begin to softly dissipate, there's no need to rush into the unknown or to grasp at immediate answers. Simply allow this beautiful, internal work of contemplation to unfold, carrying you deeper into a state of profound peace and restoration. Let your breath be soft and even, a tranquil rhythm that guides you further into relaxation. With each inhale, draw in the quiet wisdom of life's profound genetic orchestra and its boundless potential for expression. With each exhale, release any lingering tension, allowing it to dissipate like a gentle mist rising from the calm surface of a tranquil mountain lake. You are safe, you are held, and you are gracefully dissolving into the quiet, boundless space of sleep, cradled by the gentle and persistent hum of DNA's hidden music. All is calm, all is clear, as the reflecting light from the edge of code and expression guides you into the deepest, most restorative rest. As we continue our serene journey into the intricate core of life's molecular heart, softly moving through the reflecting light from the subtle edge where code meets expression, we now turn our attention to the fascinating dance that unfolds from within every living cell, the silent, continuous process by which the static genetic blueprint of DNA transforms into the dynamic, living melody of gene expression. Imagine, for a quiet moment, your inner self not as a collection of separate, silent instruments, but as a vast, tranquil orchestra, its surface seemingly calm, yet beneath, countless subtle ripples continuously spread, representing the ceaseless flow of genetic information, translating into the intricate symphony of cellular life. These are the unseen waves, the gentle yet powerful forces interacting within our cells, shaping the very currents of our growth, our functions, and our overall well-being. We often perceive DNA as the complete instruction manual for life. And while that is true, modern scientific understanding, gently illuminating the intricate complexities of molecular biology, reveals that the mere presence of a gene doesn't guarantee its activity. Instead, the process of gene expression, the reading of the DNA code and its translation into functional products, primarily proteins, is a highly regulated and dynamic dance. It's not a simple one-way street from gene to protein. It's a profound, continuous performance, orchestrated with exquisite precision, allowing each cell to play its specific role in the grand symphony of the organism. Recall our earlier contemplation of DNA as the master score of life, and mRNA as the portable copy of a specific recipe. This leads us to a gentle and profound inquiry. How does this silent genetic code transform into the active, living melody of gene expression, allowing different cells in your body to perform vastly different functions, even though they contain virtually the same DNA? The answer lies in the intricate, continuous flow of two main steps: transcription and translation, along with countless regulatory nuances. Think of an ancient, perfectly built stone cottage, its internal hearth glowing steadily. Most of the time, its warmth radiates gently outwards, comforting all nearby. But imagine if, hidden deep within its walls, a profound alchemical reaction was slowly building, one that would eventually cause the very stones to glow with their own light, radiating warmth and brilliance from within, transforming the cottage into a natural, permanent beacon. Similarly, a gene, a segment of DNA, holds immense potential, and its ignition through expression allows its specific function to emerge. Transforming the cell? 1. Transcription. The first movement's crescendo. Imagine the DNA safely stored in the cell's nucleus as the master library, too valuable to leave its vault. When a specific gene needs to be expressed, a molecular scribe, an enzyme called RNA polymerase, gently unzips a segment of the DNA double helix that corresponds to that gene. It then builds a complementary copy of that gene in the form of a messenger RNA-mRNA molecule. This mRNA molecule is like a portable sheet of music, carrying the specific melody instructions for a particular protein out of the nucleus to the cell's orchestra pit. This process ensures that the master DNA blueprint remains protected and intact within the nucleus, while its information is safely shared and ready for action. The subtle signals that determine which genes are transcribed, when and how often, are the crucial nuances that begin the melodic line of expression. 2. Translation. The symphony's performance. Once the mRNA copy is made, it travels out of the nucleus and into the cytoplasm of the cell, where it encounters tiny cellular factories called ribosomes. This is the stage of translation, where the genetic code is finally performed. Imagine the ribosome as a skilled culinary team or an orchestra section, ready to follow the recipe carried by the mRNA. The ribosome reads the sequence of nucleotides, the letters of the mRNA recipe in groups of 3, called codons. Each codon specifies a particular amino acid, the building blocks of proteins. As the ribosome moves along the mRNA, it recruits specific transfer RNA-tRNA molecules, each carrying a particular amino acid, and adds them one by one, in the precise order dictated by the mRNA code. This creates a long chain of amino acids, which then folds into a precise three-dimensional shape, becoming a functional protein. This is the moment the music is played, the recipe brought to life, the code expressed as a working molecular machine, performing its vital role in the cell's symphony. The ripples of gene expression's melody are the profound insights that this process is not merely a constant, unwavering output. Instead, it is a highly regulated and dynamic melody, with genes being turned on or off, and their expression levels being precisely dialed up or dialed down in response to countless internal and external cues. This intricate orchestration of gene expression is what allows a single fertilized egg, containing the same DNA in all its cells, to develop into a complex organism with specialized tissues and organs, a beating heart, a thinking brain, a discerning eye. Different genes are turned on or off in different cells, at different times during development, and at different intensities, creating the unique music of each cell type and tissue, ensuring their specialized roles in the body's grand composition. Consider the gentle impact of a hormone, like insulin. When blood sugar levels rise in environmental cue, the pancreas cells respond by increasing the expression of the insulin gene, producing more insulin protein. This hormone then signals other cells to take up glucose from the blood, bringing sugar levels back to balance. This is a subtle yet profound example of gene expression responding to its environment, precisely modulating its melody to maintain physiological harmony. Similarly, when a cell encounters stress, it might increase the expression of stress response genes to protect itself, or if it senses an infection, it might increase the expression of genes involved in immune defense. This dynamic responsiveness is what allows life to adapt and thrive in continuously changing conditions. Furthermore, the concept of epigenetics adds another layer of subtle beauty to this melody. These are subtle chemical modifications to DNA or its associated proteins that don't change the underlying genetic code itself, but influence how tightly DNA is packed or how accessible specific genes are for transcription. These epigenetic marks are like soft pencil notes on the musical score, subtly influencing how the musicians, the molecular machinery, interpret and play the piece, creating variations in expression without altering the core notes. For instance, environmental factors like diet, stress, or exposure to toxins can induce epigenetic changes, subtly altering gene expression patterns and influencing health, even across generations. This reveals a continuous, invisible biochemical conversation happening within our cells, its subtle messages profoundly shaping the landscape of our entire being. The sheer complexity of this gene expression melody, with its trillions of interactions occurring every second, is truly astounding. Yet, its underlying principles are often those of glorious simplicity self-assembly, specific binding, and feedback loops. The intricate elegance of a cell responding to its environment by subtly adjusting its gene expression profile, or the precise cascade of events that allows a new organ to develop, are governed by fundamental physical and chemical laws, revealing a profound economy of design in nature. This continuous, unseen biochemical activity, its subtle messages profoundly shaping the landscape of our entire being, is a testament to the ceaseless, intricate work performed within us. This contemplation of the ripples of gene expression's melody and their profound implications for our understanding of life is not meant to stir alarm or a sense of vulnerability. Instead, it invites a deeper appreciation for the intricate web of energy that permeates all living things, and the astonishing sophistication of our own biology. It's a gentle nudge to recognize that our human-centric view of life, often limited to what we can see and hear, is but one perspective, and that deeper, more fundamental truths, operating in the quiet of molecular vibrations and gene regulation, constantly shape our experience. It calls for humility and a quiet curiosity, a willingness to listen to the whispers of our own bodies, even if we don't fully understand their precise biochemical language. For within those whispers might lie profound insights into the rhythms of our health and harmony. As you drift deeper into the quiet stillness, let the image of these gentle ripples of gene expression's melody envelop you. Feel the vastness of this hidden, transcriptional and translational landscape, the quiet hum of countless genes being turned on and off, and the countless shimmering waves of protein production constantly flowing through your very being. There is no urgency here, no need to grasp at concrete answers. Simply allow the profound sense of subtle communication and enduring mystery to wash over you, carrying you deeper into a state of profound peace and restoration. Let your breath be soft and even, a tranquil rhythm that guides you further into relaxation. With each inhale, draw in the quiet wisdom of the universe's resonant pulse and its pervasive potential for harmony. With each exhale, release any lingering tension, allowing it to dissipate like a wisp of mist in the cool, dawn air. You are safe, you are held, and you are gracefully dissolving into the quiet, boundless space of sleep, cradled by the gentle, persistent hum of gene expression's melody. All is calm, all is clear, as the ripples of genetic song guide you into the deepest, most restorative rest. As we continue our serene journey into the intricate core of life's molecular heart, softly moving amidst the ripples of gene expression's melody, we now direct our attention to a profound and continuously unfolding process that shapes our understanding of the tree of genome science. Imagine, for a quiet moment, a colossal, ancient tree, its roots deeply embedded in the bedrock of biological discovery, its trunk stretching through centuries of patient inquiry, and its countless branches continuously unfurling. Each new leaf represents a delicate insight, a subtle technological advance, a quiet analytical breakthrough, or a compelling clinical application that attempts to shed light on the elusive nature of our genetic blueprint and its profound impact on life itself. The insights we gather about the structure, function, and manipulation of DNA are like falling leaves from this magnificent tree, each carrying a quiet whisper of the long, patient story of scientific progress and our endless quest to understand the hidden music encoded within us. We often perceive our genetic code as an incredibly complex, unreadable script, a vast book of life written in a mysterious language. For much of history, DNA remained a profound enigma, its structure unknown, its functions only vaguely inferred. However, the gentle gaze of modern genome science, meticulously observing, sequencing, and analyzing the intricate details within DNA and RNA, reveals a far more sophisticated and dynamic reality. DNA is not merely a static repository of information. It is a living, breathing archive, constantly being read, copied, repaired, and even subtly edited. orchestrating the continuous processes of life. This continuous vigilance, this patient deciphering of life's fundamental code, is a vital aspect of our understanding of biology and our potential to enhance well-being. Think of a gentle breeze rustling through an ancient forest. Each leaf, while part of the same tree, might carry a unique pattern of veins or a subtle variation in color. These are the diverse scientific studies, the meticulous data analyses, and the intriguing technological applications that geneticists and molecular biologists gently employ. When some of these reveal profound insights like the precise sequence of an organism's entire genome, the identification of a gene linked to a specific trait, or the successful correction of a genetic error, it's like a particularly striking leaf falling from the tree, catching our attention and inviting deeper examination. These are not definitive answers for every biological mystery, but rather intriguing insights, nudging us towards new pathways of understanding and encouraging further patient investigation into the fundamental language of life. The very essence of what drives this endless branching of the tree of genome science lies in our insatiable human curiosity about the blueprint of life and our boundless drive to understand health and disease. When we ask fundamental questions like, what makes each individual unique? Or how do genes influence disease? Or can we correct genetic errors? It prompts scientists to develop ingenious methods that can read and write the very code of life, to listen to its subtle whispers and decipher its profound instructions. Consider the pioneering work of DNA sequencing, which has truly revolutionized our understanding of life. This technology allows scientists to determine the precise order of the four chemical letters, nucleotides A, T, C, G, that make up a DNA molecule. The Human Genome Project, a colossal international collaboration that began in 1990 and was largely completed in 2003, was a landmark achievement. It involved meticulously sequencing the entire human genome, all 3 billion base pairs for the first time. This monumental feat was like creating the complete, foundational musical score for human life, laying bare the vast library of genetic instructions that define our species. These sequencing efforts are like new, delicate leaves unfurling on the tree of genome science, providing continuous, invaluable data on the universe's most intricate biological blueprint. Beyond simply reading the code, the tree of genome science has sprouted branches related to gene editing. Technologies like CRISPR-Cas9, clustered regularly interspaced, short palindromic repeats, discovered relatively recently, have provided scientists with a remarkably precise and accessible tool for making targeted changes to DNA sequences. Imagine a master editor, capable of identifying a single misspelled word in a colossal book and correcting it with exquisite precision, or even gently inserting a new sentence. CRISPR-Cas9 allows scientists to precisely cut DNA at specific locations and then insert, delete, or replace genetic material. This powerful tool is being explored for its potential to correct genetic mutations that cause diseases like cystic fibrosis, sickle cell anemia, or Huntington's disease. It also holds promise for developing new gene therapies, creating disease-resistant crops, and even, in the distant future, perhaps subtly altering the very course of evolution. These groundbreaking advancements are like new, delicate leaves, each revealing a different facet of our growing capacity to interact with and even subtly rewrite the music of life. Furthermore, the delicate analysis of genomic variations among individuals and populations offers crucial clues about human health and disease. By comparing the genomes of many people, scientists can identify subtle variations in DNA sequences that are associated with an increased or decreased risk for certain conditions, or that influence how individuals respond to specific medications. This personalized genetic information is transforming medicine, moving towards a future of precision medicine, where treatments can be tailored to an individual's unique genetic makeup. It's like finding a hidden quiet melody within a vast symphony that subtly predisposes certain instruments to play slightly out of tune under specific conditions, and then learning how to gently adjust their individual tuning to bring them back into perfect harmony. These insights into genetic predispositions and individual responses are like new, delicate leaves, each revealing a different facet of life's intricate, unique compositions. The challenges in fully understanding and precisely harnessing the power of the genome are immense. The human genome is incredibly vast, and the relationships between genes, their expression, and complex traits are highly nuanced. A single gene often influences multiple traits, and many traits are influenced by multiple genes interacting with each other and with environmental factors. Furthermore, the ethical considerations surrounding gene editing and personalized genomics are complex and profound, requiring careful, gentle deliberation. However, the gentle persistence of researchers around the globe continues to push the boundaries of our capabilities. International collaborations share data and expertise, contributing to a global network of monitoring and understanding, allowing scientists to piece together ever more complete narratives of life's genetic blueprint. This exploration of the tree of genome science and the insights it offers about the profound language of DNA is not meant to be a source of anxiety or a definitive answer that simplifies the complexities of life. Instead, it offers a profound sense of wonder and gentle insight. It suggests that the phenomenon of life is far more intricately designed and capable of transformation than we might typically imagine, deeply intertwined with its underlying genetic code. It reminds us that our understanding of biology is constantly expanding, like the steady, silent growth of a mighty tree, reaching ever higher, branching into unforeseen forms, each new leaf a testament to human ingenuity and the boundless creativity of life itself. This contemplation of the endless tree of genome science, with its diverse branches reaching into the unknown, is not meant to be daunting. Instead, it offers a profound sense of awe at the ingenuity of human science and the astonishing complexity of life's fundamental processes. It reminds us that our understanding of biological phenomena is constantly expanding, like the steady, silent growth of a mighty tree, reaching ever higher, branching into unforeseen forms. Each new leaf a testament to our boundless curiosity and our role as careful deciphers of life's hidden music. As you drift deeper now, let the image of this vast, growing, endless tree of genome science bring you profound peace. Feel the quiet, ceaseless activity within every living cell, silently working to read, to copy, and to express the intricate music of its DNA, even as your conscious thoughts begin to softly dissipate. There is no need to actively understand every gene. Simply allow this beautiful, internal work of contemplation to unfold, carrying you deeper into a state of profound peace and restoration. Let your breath be soft and even, a tranquil rhythm that guides you further into relaxation. With each inhale, draw in the quiet wisdom of life's profound genetic blueprint and the tireless efforts of scientific discovery. With each exhale, release any lingering tension, allowing it to dissipate like a gentle mist rising from the calm surface of an ancient forest. You are safe, you are held, and you are gracefully dissolving into the quiet, boundless space of sleep, cradled by the gentle, persistent hum of scientific exploration. All is calm, all is clear, as the falling leaves from the tree of genome science guide you into the deepest, most restorative rest. As we continue our tranquil journey into the quiet wonders where genome science softly intertwines with the intricate workings of life. Having moved through the falling leaves of insightful research, we now arrive at a deeply soothing and profoundly beautiful idea, the notion that the very essence of biological harmony, even amidst its astonishing complexity, might arise from a state of glorious simplicity. It's like the gentle, spontaneous laughter of a child, pure and unforced, revealing a profound truth in its effortless joy. We often associate the intricate processes of life, from the precise folding of proteins to the vast orchestration of a developing organism with incredibly elaborate mechanisms or a multitude of separate, specialized components. But what if the most elegant solutions for maintaining life, the most harmonious integrations of its systems, and even the very spark of its enduring vitality, bloom from foundational concepts so simple, so beautifully concise that they whisper of an underlying unity in nature's timeless design? Imagine, if you will, a vast open field bathed in the soft, diffused light of dawn. The field appears simple in its expansive form, yet it holds countless seeds beneath its surface, each containing an elegant, compressed blueprint for life. When the conditions are just right, when the soil is soft, the light diffused, and the air still, these seeds effortlessly sprout, growing into a riot of diverse, vibrant life. The immense complexity and breathtaking beauty of the blossoming field arise not from an endless set of predetermined instructions for each individual plant, but from the simple, underlying potential of each seed, combined with the harmonious, fundamental laws of growth. Our understanding of DNA's hidden music and the vast symphony of life it orchestrates points to a similar, elegant principle. While the processes of gene expression, protein synthesis, and cellular regulation are undeniably intricate at a molecular level, the core idea is one of harmonious balance and elegant efficiency. It's not about an overwhelming number of complex independent operations. Instead, the remarkable influence stems from the elegant and often simple mechanisms by which our genetic code and molecular machinery work in concert to create a vibrant, self-sustaining organism. This glorious simplicity means that the profound impact on our health and existence relies on a few core principles of information, self-assembly, and precise regulation, rather than an overwhelming number of specific, intricate interventions. Think of an intricate piece of music. The music itself, its melody, harmony, rhythm, and emotional impact is not created by an overwhelming cacophony of sound. Instead, it arises from the precise arrangement of a limited set of notes, played with specific timing and intensity. The power and beauty lie not in the sheer number of elements, but in the elegant relationships between them, in the harmonious way they combine. Similarly, the ability of DNA to encode all the information for a complex organism, or for a protein to fold into its precise, functional shape, isn't about any single supermolecule or a magic reaction. It's about a diverse community of atoms and molecules, each playing its simple part, working in gentle concert to create a symphony of life and harmony within the cell. This is the very essence of glorious simplicity in action, a multitude of small, simple components working in harmony, yielding a profound, complex outcome like the seamless functioning of a living being. This glorious simplicity suggests that the laws governing biological harmony are incredibly efficient and robust. Consider the process of DNA replication, for instance, which is fundamental to heredity. It involves the elegant unzipping of the double helix and the precise copying of each strand by simple, yet highly accurate enzymes. This self-replicating capacity, driven by the straightforward base pairing rules A with T, G with C, ensures that genetic information is faithfully passed from one generation to the next. Similarly, the mechanism of protein folding, where a long chain of amino acids spontaneously contorts into a precise three-dimensional shape, is often guided by simple physical forces like hydrophobic interactions and hydrogen bonds. These are not complicated, desperate struggles, but fundamental, like graceful dances of molecules, relying on innate chemical properties that are distilled to their purest, most effective form. The cell, in its very essence, is a self-regulating system, tirelessly maintaining its balance through cycles of creation and repair. Consider the elegance of nature's designs. A spiral in a seashell, the branching pattern of a tree, the delicate symmetry of a snowflake. These intricate forms arise from simple, recursive rules, applied repeatedly. Nature does not compute every intricate detail. Rather, it allows complexity to emerge from underlying simplicity. The profound harmony within living systems, from molecular interactions to cellular processes, embodies this natural elegance. The ability for countless biochemical reactions to occur in perfect synchronicity, for gene expression to be precisely regulated, or for a complex organism to develop from a single cell, is not a chaotic, random act, but a testament to an underlying order. A profound design that allows basic principles to generate boundless complexity and maintain continuous function. It's the quiet laughter of biological harmony, finding strength in its elemental grace, a beautiful testament to the power of economy and purpose. The pursuit of understanding life's fundamental processes, from its genetic code to its cellular machinery, often leads scientists to seek this glorious simplicity. When we strip away layers of superficial assumptions about biological complexity and find a fundamental, elegant principle such as the digital nature of DNA's information, or the self-organizing capacity of proteins that explains a phenomenon, that is when true understanding blossoms. The very fact that something as intricate as a human being can be built from a precise sequence of 4 chemical letters speaks to a deep, pervasive elegance in the design of living systems. The existence of DNA's hidden music, a silent symphony orchestrating life, is a powerful example of this elegance, demonstrating that the very core of biological harmony is built on robust, foundational principles of information and self-organization, rather than endless layers of overcomplication. It's a whisper that life, in its grand design, finds profound strength and beauty in its elemental unified principles of balance and self-restoration. This understanding offers a profound sense of reassurance and wonder. It suggests that the continuity of life, its astonishing capacity to endure, to adapt, and to create such intricate forms, is rooted in principles that are fundamentally stable and elegant, woven into the very fabric of existence. It tells us that even in the face of immense biological diversity and the apparent complexity of disease, the basic building blocks and organizing principles of life possess an inherent resilience, a quiet strength derived from their simple yet powerful design. This recognition can bring a deep calm, knowing that underlying the apparent complexities of our own bodies and the living world, there is a harmonious, efficient order, a whisper of a universal language that speaks of simplicity and enduring biological fortitude. It is a gentle invitation to reconnect with our body's innate wisdom, a symphony playing itself with glorious efficiency. As you drift deeper now, let the gentle laughter of biological harmony, born from glorious simplicity, bring you profound peace. Feel the quiet, ceaseless activity within every living cell, silently working to persist, to adapt, and to embody their elegant designs. Even as your conscious thoughts begin to softly dissipate, there is no need to grasp at every intricate detail of cellular processes. Simply allow this beautiful, internal work of contemplation to unfold, carrying you deeper into a state of profound peace and restoration. Let your breath be soft and even, a tranquil rhythm that guides you further into relaxation. With each inhale, draw in the quiet wisdom of underlying biological elegance and the boundless capacity for inner peace. With each exhale, release any lingering tension, allowing it to dissipate like a gentle mist rising from a calm field at dawn. You are safe, you are held, and you are gracefully dissolving into the quiet, boundless space of sleep, cradled by the gentle, persistent hum of life's fundamental processes. All is calm, all is clear, as the quiet laughter of biological harmony guides you into the deepest, most restorative rest. As our tranquil journey through the quiet wonders of biological harmony softly continues, having embraced the glorious simplicity from which enduring balance blooms, we now turn our gaze towards an even more expansive and deeply reassuring concept, the lullaby of the eternal flow of genetic information. We often perceive life as a series of individual organisms, born, living, and then passing away, a linear progression of distinct generations. But what if, gently guided by the unfolding principles of heredity and the profound ubiquity of DNA, the very essence of life is not just a collection of separate beings, but a continuous, rhythmic dance of information, perpetually re-encoded, replicated, and evolved, flowing endlessly through time like a serene river that knows no ultimate source or final destination, its waters ever moving, ever transforming. Imagine, for a quiet moment, your entire being breathing, a vast, living tapestry of cells, each containing a copy of your unique genetic script. This script, your DNA, is not a static document, it is a dynamic archive, constantly being read, copied, and subtly refined. This is the essence of the eternal flow of genetic information, a continuous, interconnected stream that spans across generations, linking all life, past, present, and future. From the first primordial cell that stirred in Earth's ancient oceans, to the countless organisms thriving today, and to all life yet to come, DNA has been the unchanging language, the persistent thread, weaving the grand narrative of existence. The very fact that DNA and RNA are the universal information carriers for all known life on Earth is a profound whisper from this eternal flow. It suggests that the definition of life is far more complex and inclusive than we once imagined, encompassing not just active, visible organisms, but also the continuous transmission and evolution of their underlying genetic blueprints. We are not just biological machines, we are intricate energetic systems, deeply reliant on the harmonious interplay between our own cellular processes and the pervasive, unchanging flow of genetic data that defines our species. This profound coexistence has evolved over eons, leading to a symbiotic relationship where the subtle energetic shifts of our environment influence our genetic expression, allowing life to adapt and persist across vast timescales. This is not about control, but about a shared existence, a mutual dance that resonates across all scales of being, revealing a deep, ancient connection to the cosmic cycles of life. Think of a gentle breeze carrying countless tiny dandelion seeds across a vast meadow. Each seed holds the potential for new life, and if it lands on fertile ground with the right amount of sunlight and moisture, a new plant will sprout. It draws its sustenance from the earth and the sun, eventually returning its energy when it decays. Continuing the cycle, our lives are much like those plants, constantly drawing energy and information from the universal field of genetic rhythms, gently interacting with the environment, and contributing our own unique genetic variations back into the vast, flowing pool of heredity. This continuous seeding and potential flourishing of life through the ceaseless replication and evolution of DNA is the very essence of an eternal flow of genetic information, always adapting, always subtly shifting its composition in a grand, harmonious flow, aligning with universal conditions. This understanding challenges our conventional, singular view of human identity, and indeed of life itself. It suggests that harmony and continuity are not solely products of individual conscious existence, but are also deeply intertwined with our energetic connection to the larger cosmic and biological flow of information. The complex interplay between different genes, their expression patterns, and their subtle variations over generations points to a form of universal intelligence, a continuous sensing of its own internal state, communicated through imperceptible channels that permeate all reality. It's as if the universe itself possesses a distributed wisdom, a silent, continuous sensing of its own internal state, communicated through the endless stream of genetic information. And our bodies are exquisite receivers and participants in this cosmic dialogue, tuning into its subtle rhythms, profoundly connected to the pulse of all life. The pursuit of understanding this eternal flow of genetic information is driven by our deepening scientific knowledge of genomics, evolution, and molecular biology. We are learning to identify the specific genetic components that define species, how mutations lead to new adaptations, and how gene flow maintains the continuity of life over vast spans of time. This continuous exploration expands the boundaries of our self-awareness, allowing us to connect with the intricate life within us and its connection to the entire tapestry of life on Earth. On a deeper level, it's like discovering a new, untouched wing in an ancient, beloved library filled with books written in an entirely new, beautiful language about our own inherent connection to everything, revealing the profound poetry of our shared genetic heritage, perpetually unfolding across time. This lullaby of the eternal flow of genetic information brings a profound sense of peace and belonging. It tells us that we, too, are part of this grand, continuous flow of life, intricately linked not just to our ancestors and descendants, but to the very unfolding of all biological existence. Our individual lives, with their joys and sorrows, are precious notes within an eternal symphony that echoes the universe's own vast existence. Even as our own biological journeys unfold, the essence of our being, the subtle information that defines us, flows back into the larger cycle of genetic existence, contributing to the tapestry of life that continues through countless forms and countless ages, always in harmony with the universe's grand, slow dance. There is no ultimate end, only transformation, a gentle continuation within the boundless rhythm of the universe, where life is as pervasive as starlight and its genetic blueprint as eternal as time itself, endlessly renewing itself. This perspective is not meant to be a source of anxiety or a philosophical puzzle. Instead, it invites a deep sense of acceptance and serenity. It encourages us to surrender to the natural rhythms of heredity and evolution, of adaptation and diversification, knowing that they are all part of a larger, harmonious design, orchestrated by life itself. The gentle persistence of DNA, its unwavering capacity to carry and transmit life's instructions across eons, serves as a beautiful, profound reminder of nature's enduring wisdom, its quiet promise of continuity in the face of immense change, a timeless lullaby from the heart of being, whispering of boundless, internal and external harmony. As you drift deeper now, let the image of this eternal flow of genetic information bring you profound peace. Feel the quiet, ceaseless rhythm of life within and around you, encompassing cycles, energy, and profound interconnectedness, intimately linked to your own long breath, even as your conscious thoughts begin to softly dissipate. There is no need to grasp at control or to fear the unknown. Simply allow this beautiful, internal understanding to unfold, carrying you deeper into a state of profound peace and restoration. Let your breath be soft and even, a tranquil rhythm that guides you further into relaxation. With each inhale, draw in the quiet wisdom of your being's eternal flow, a marvel of continuous cycles, in harmony with its living essence. With each exhale, release any lingering tension, allowing it to dissolve like a gentle mist rising from a calm river. You are safe, you are held, and you are gracefully dissolving into the quiet, boundless space of sleep, cradled by the gentle and persistent hum of the eternal flow of genetic information. All is calm, all is clear, as the lullaby of life's enduring journey, nestled within the cosmos's deep rhythms, guides you into the deepest, most restorative rest. As our gentle journey through the intricate wonders of life's hidden music softly draws to its close, we arrive at the most serene of moments, the quiet transition into deep, restorative sleep. We've explored the whispers from the deep slumber of inner rhythm, illuminated the gentle haze of life's microscopic building blocks, and listened to the echoing harmonies from the molecular symphony. We've floated upon the woven fabric of DNA and its threads of information, bathed in the reflecting light from the edge of code and expression, and navigated amidst the ripples of gene expression's melody. We've gathered the falling leaves from the tree of genome science and embraced the glorious simplicity of biological harmony. Finally, we were cradled by the lullaby of the eternal flow of genetic information, Now, in this profound stillness, we draw a final soothing connection between the subtle, pervasive influence of DNA's hidden music and the grand, continuous dream of endless life that permeates the cosmos. Imagine, for a final comforting moment, your entire being not just as a collection of separate functions, but as a vast, living symphony, perpetually playing a unique and intricate melody. Just as your conscious mind yields to the rhythms of sleep, allowing for repair and renewal, so too does the cosmos, through countless cycles of formation, life, and transformation, endlessly bring forth new forms of being. The very existence of DNA's hidden music, the intricate dance of its nucleotides, the precise timing of its gene expression, the elegant orchestration of protein synthesis is not a dramatic, urgent problem to be solved, but rather a soft whisper from this cosmic dream, a testament to life's profound ability to persist, to transform, and to continually unfold across boundless stretches of time and existence, with much of its essence remaining beautifully veiled, always offering new layers of depth. The enduring mystery of how a simple four-letter code can encode all the complexity of a living organism, and how this code is faithfully replicated and expressed, is a beautiful, if somewhat humbling, reminder of life's astonishing elegance. It tells us that the spark of existence, once manifested, possesses an inherent drive to continue, to find conditions that allow it to emerge, to adapt, and to ultimately persist, even if its foundational components seem impossibly small. The gentle inquiry into DNA's music reinforces a deep principle. Life is not easily defined or contained within simple boxes. It finds ingenious ways to manifest through diverse forms and states of being, a testament to its intrinsic power. The enduring enigma of the genetic code only deepens the beauty and complexity of this grand existence, transforming what could be a void of understanding into a field of endless wonder and profound awe. Think of a cherished family heirloom, perhaps a delicate antique locket passed down through generations. It might be tucked away in a dusty drawer for years, seemingly forgotten, but its value, its history, its very essence remains intact, waiting for the gentle hand that will rediscover it, polish it, and bring its story back into the light. The subtle melodies within your DNA, the silent instructions for your very being, are like these heirlooms of biological wisdom, often unnoticed by our conscious awareness, but faithfully carried within every cell, orchestrating your life. This isn't a threat, it's a profound connection to a deep, shared biological history, a testament to life's capacity for enduring creation, a gentle reassurance that existence finds its way to continue beyond any perceived limitations of our current understanding, reaching into realms we can only softly imagine. This perspective encourages us to view our own lives, our unique genetic makeup, and the vast tapestry of biodiversity not with a sense of limitation, but with a deeper sense of humility and boundless possibility. It highlights the profound interconnectedness of all living things from the smallest microbe to the largest tree and the pervasive influence of DNA's universal language. It whispers that life has its own long rhythms, its own cycles of formation and transformation, far grander than our individual lifespans. Our role, like then, is to approach our own being with respect, with careful attention to the inner harmony, and with a gentle understanding of its holistic nature, ensuring that our presence honors the intricate symphony within this living world and recognizes the profound, dynamic processes that shape it. The lessons from understanding DNA's hidden music extend beyond molecular biology. They speak to the enduring spirit of continuity and adaptation that characterizes all of life. Throughout its long history, life on Earth has evolved and persisted through countless changes, constantly refining its genetic code and its expression to thrive in new environments. It is a reaffirmation that, in the face of profound complexity, existence does not simply cease, it transforms, it adapts, and it continues. A persistent, enduring dream woven into the very fabric of reality, forever holding new layers of discovery and profound depth. This understanding is not meant to be a source of anxiety or a prediction of dramatic peril. Instead, it offers a profound sense of peace and infinite potential. It suggests that your existence, in all its forms, from the smallest molecular vibration within your cells to the grandest conscious thought, is rooted in an enduring, cyclical process, continuously transforming and persisting within the embrace of a universe that is far vaster and more intricate than we can fully grasp. You are not an isolated being. You are an integral thread in this vast, living tapestry, woven from the same enduring essence of matter, energy, and genetic information that allows all life to flourish. Your place is within this peaceful, ongoing cosmic dream, a dream of constant, subtle creation and boundless possibility, where the unknown is as comforting as the known, and every beat of life's rhythm contributes to the beauty of the overall pattern. As you now prepare to surrender fully to the embrace of sleep, let any remaining thoughts drift away like tiny, luminescent dust motes in the quiet inner expanse. There is nothing left to do, nowhere left to go. The journey through the fascinating world of DNA's hidden music has prepared you, softening the edges of your perception, blurring the rigid boundaries between what is code and what is life, between what is unseen and what is expressed, between individual existence and the universe's grand, enduring dream. Feel the profound weightlessness as your body relaxes deeper and deeper into the surface beneath you. Each breath is a gentle wave, carrying you further from the shores of wakefulness and into the boundless ocean of rest. The stars above, those ancient, distant suns, are now softly closing their eyes, mirroring your own descent into tranquility. Your mind, too, is settling, its deep processes working peacefully in the background, preparing you for the deepest, most restorative slumber, where all mysteries find their gentle, unified rest, embraced by the cosmic silence. Allow the concept of your life's unending dream, woven with the profound wisdom of DNA's hidden music, to be the ultimate lullaby, a comforting truth that embraces you. Its complexity is now your warmth, its harmony your peace, its mysteries your quiet wonder. You are dissolving gently into this grand, internal dream, merging effortlessly with its currents, becoming one with the quiet, profound sleep of the genetic code and the boundless, nurturing embrace of endless life. Rest now, deeply and peacefully. Let the silence of your internal world fill your being. You are loved, you are safe, and you are drifting into the most restorative of sleeps, held within the vast, soft dream of your own existence, where all life finds its gentle, peaceful rest, and the hidden music plays eternally.